All right, welcome back. We continue right here on Pittsburgh CW. Bob Pompeani, Ron Cook. We're joined by George in Altoona. George, welcome. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Good. What's on your mind?
Well, watching your show and you're talking about them, the competition right now is not the greatest. I agree with that, but they are doing well against the Cardinals and the Cubs and the Brewers this year.
Yeah, it's a limited sample size, but you're right, and they've done some nice things, and now they just got to build on it. This is a good opportunity, George, for them to give themselves some padding in this win-loss column. If you can, take another one from Chicago, take 3 or 4 from San Diego, all of a sudden you're going to be 9 games over 500, Ron.
It's a lot, nice cushion, that's for sure. And I mean, then 3 with Cincinnati next week before it gets a little bit tougher. But they're hanging right there. That division race, all 4 of those teams, the Cubs, the Cardinals, the Brewers, and the Pirates, all right there.
Yep, they are. Jerry in Hampfield joins us right now. Hey, Jerry.
Hey, Bob, Ron, I was listening to Mike Tomlin, and he seems like he's very excited and very optimistic about, these 3 days of rookies and free agents. And if he decides to keep more than usual with this group of people there, who do you think they'd have to get rid of? Probably some named players for big salaries to keep some of these people, because he seems like he's really excited about the group that he's seen in the last.
I don't know, Jerry. I would ease up on that. He always talks about football in shorts. None of this stuff means anything. Yeah, you hope he's excited about the rookies that he's brought in here, but I don't know they're going to keep more than usual, and I don't see many veterans being moved on out of here. I really don't. And, I think this is a team built to win right now.
We can't really analyze that until you start seeing them in exhibition games and people making strides forward like Mike Hilton did last year. I don't think anyone had Mike Hilton moving in and supplanting William Gay, but we saw that start to manifest itself in some of the 7-on-7, 11-on-11, and then in games you saw the same thing. So then he created an opportunity, and I don't think you can tell after 3 days of a rookie camp.
Nope, not without pads.
Eric, McKees Rocks, you're on the air. Hey, Eric.
Hi, sir. How you doing?
All right, what's up?
What do you think about the Pirates pitching? Do you think they're going to go to the finals or the playoffs or what?
They're at the quarter pole. Well, we got one guy worried about beating New England and another guy worried about the playoffs here. They just enjoy it, and they're just doing so well right now, and the lineup has been good. Dickerson has just fit in tremendously here. I hope and Marte aren't hurt. Pitching needs to be better. Tyone needs to be better. Ivan Novin needs to be better.
I have 2 questions, Ron, to ask you that is a carryover really from last night because we had these topics. Malik Johnson on Twitter says, Hall of Fame is about legendary. Changed the game. Major contribution to the league. Hasek and Waugh typified that. Fleury was never at any point in his career one of the best, because we had this discussion about whether or not he's Hall of Fame. And this came up after someone asked if Andrew McCutchen is Hall of Fame worthy, and I don't think he is right now. That can change potentially, but I do think Fleury is. Your take?
I think Fleury absolutely is going to make it. I mean, his win total, his shutout total, he's been involved in 3 Stanley Cups. I think he's only added to his legacy what he's done in Vegas this year. McCutchen, no. I thought he was when he had those 4 years in a row top 5, but then he cooled off dramatically. I don't think he's going to be a Hall of Fame player. I think Fleury absolutely will.
And I also think that when you talk about it, longevity has something to do with this. People seem to hold it against guys, and I brought this example up, Ron, Frank Gore, who's been around for a long time, and he has some impressive yardage numbers, but some people believe that, it's only because he's been around for a long time. Well, there's something to be said for staying healthy in a game in which you carry the ball as much as you
heard
do.
The argument about Jerome, the same thing.
Yeah.
Never led the league in rushing, but, team, and 3rd and 1 if you needed a yard, he was.
And Frank Gore's had that same kind of resume. So I think he is. A lot of people don't. That's what makes sports conversation interesting. We'll take a break, come back with more. It's the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call right here.
All right.